WWE already regrets suspending Primo, they want a bunch of WWE returns, and Stephanie McMahon wants the D. Wait, that's not right. Oh, she wants AJ Lee. She also wants CM Punk. You know, similar popularity. As a matter of fact, WWE are suffering from Primo's absence to the point that they actually want Edge back in the WWE. My man signed the contract. I know it's not Primo, but what can you do at this point? If you have CM Punk, AJ Lee, Edge, it's not exactly Primo levels of popularity, but pretty near Epico. Yeah, Edge, AJ Lee, and CM Punk equals one Epico. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. But there's one return left, and WWE are saving it for a dark day. What? I'm not gonna tell it right now. Watch the video, you f***ing We're also gonna talk about some of the most brutal punches in wrestling history and the reason behind them. Also, Ripley winning the NXT Women's title. But before we start the video, I have my early Royal Rumble prediction. Welcome to Wrestling Newsletter Observation. WWE's ratings are at all-time high.
Good morning, everybody.
That's gotta be Kane!
Your people so soft and lazy.
The ultimate farmer. Little naive farm boy.
Country style.
You know, I can go out and spend 10 hours in my tractor.
Welcome back to another episode of Greatness of Wrestling, the only wrestling show you should be watching, the only wrestling show that doesn't suck, let's be honest. So, I want to start this video by talking about something very important, and that is the rumor that Edge is coming back to the WWE, the Rated R Soup. So you guys know that Edge left the WWE back in 2011 and we haven't seen him since. Well, we saw him appearing multiple times, but the only time he got active was at SummerSlam when he speared Elias, and that was a big surprise if I'm being honest. But Edge is reportedly training for an in-ring return. Not only that, according to Pro Wrestling Insider, Edge signed a new WWE contract and apparently he's returning to the ring before WrestleMania to set up a program, so he will get active. They also speculate that we will see Edge in the Royal Rumble match. Now I know most of you are already saying, "Ah, the great one, you stupid idioto, how dare you be so stupido? Edge already went to Twitter and said that he's not coming back, do you know?" I've seen what he said, that he's not, and he's not. Period. But John Morrison said the same thing because he wanted to keep it as a surprise. Also, John Morrison's wife was like, "I cannot believe what kind of rumors are people spreading about my husband," yet he came back to the WWE, it's been confirmed. So maybe Edge wants to keep a surprise, maybe he's not cleared. But it feels like way too much of a random rumor. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, "I don't want Edge to wrestle, I'm gonna be a mommy. And I'm saying that Edge should not wrestle because he might end up being hurt." And I know what Rey Mysterio is about to say as well. "Edge, think about Familia Dominic Papi, the most important thing." And I agree, honestly. But we're not doctors, you know? Maybe it's fine if he wrestles. Maybe it's okay. They wouldn't return the guy if he wasn't okay. Like, that's the same thing people said about Daniel Bryan, and he's like wrestling for 2 years right now, and everything is fine. So, I would trust WWE in this one and enjoy it as a fan, if I'm being honest. But something tells me that these rumors are actually true. It feels way too random and it actually came from a very legit source. Just imagine if that actually happens. Edge is one of my favorite WWE superstars of all time. I'm pretty sure most of you are going to say the same thing. Familia Dominic Papi. Let's talk about Stephanie McMahon, and she basically said that she wants AJ Lee and CM Punk back in the WWE. So basically, Stephanie McMahon was asked about the possibility of CM Punk and AJ Lee returning to the WWE, and she basically said, "I think Punk's been pretty vocal that he's not interested in an in-ring return right right now, but for sure that would be interesting. And I would love to see AJ Lee back in the women's division. I think AJ Lee was an incredibly compelling character. You know, I'm a big fan of AJ Lee's. I really am. That I really am part always sounds sarcastic. I'm a huge fan of Roman Reigns. I really am. I actually am. That was just a joke. Not funny though, not funny. But will we see it? Well, you never know. It's just a rumor. It's just Stephanie McMahon saying that she wants CM Punk and AJ Lee back in the WWE. She's interested. What I've noticed with these rumors, Royal Rumble is going to be very interesting. And it's a good and bad thing at the same time because, yes, there are a lot of possible returns. John Morrison, Edge, CM Punk, AJ Lee, maybe a couple more, I'm not quite sure. Jeff Hardy. But the expectations are at all-time high. So, if we're not seeing John Morrison, Edge, CM Punk, AJ Lee, or even Jeff Hardy, we're gonna be disappointed. And then Roman Reigns wins the match. I would prefer for that not to happen, but of course, I can't control that. Familia Dominic Papi. Okay, so let's talk about AEW. So, it wasn't a good show. For the first time or like the second time ever, I felt like NXT had a better show. I'm just being honest, honestly. I did not like the show that much. I feel like it was pretty irrelevant. And this whole Dark Order thing is the worst thing I've ever seen in wrestling. Now, let's talk about the Dark Order. So, basically, we got these punches. Yeah, this looks... wow. Shane McMahon is like the best wrestler right now. Shane McMahon looks like a boxing champion. And this got a lot of hate from what I've seen. And honestly, yes, it's bad, but people like Mark Henry and a bunch of wrestlers and mostly fans are saying, fire this guy. Really? For one mistake, you want to fire someone? You want to end someone's career? You want to... Dude, the guy may have kids. And you want to take the guy's career for one botch? People are cruel, you know, people are weird. I don't know. I don't agree with that, but he also tweeted something that changed my mind even more. You guys, it was me. Dustin is a legend, one of my all-time favorites. He was already bleeding and I was just trying to take care of him. Dude, seriously? Like, the guy was just trying to do something nice, and I get that it looked bad and maybe she should have did something else like, I don't know, choking the guy or something, I don't know. But it's not that big of a deal. We know wrestling's fake. Maybe the guy is a great wrestler and he just made a mistake trying to protect a legend. He probably respects the hell out of the guy. Are we seriously to the point where we act so offended over anything, but when someone makes a mistake, we're like, fire the guy. Yeah, end his career. Trying to tell me wrestling's fake? You're trying to tell me wrestling's fake? F you, dude. Familia Dominic Papi. I also want to talk about NXT for a little bit because I felt like it was an amazing show. Well, the beginning and the end, because what happened in the middle of the show was absolutely boring. So, the first thing I want to talk about is Finn Balor versus Adam Cole, because that was a great match. Yes, it was very predictable. I get that. I should have made a review, but I was very busy and didn't feel like it, so whatever. Great match, predictable, but a good one. And Johnny Gargano versus Finn Balor is happening right now, which I appreciate. Cannot wait for the next takeover. Another thing I want to talk about is obviously Ripley versus Baszler, because that was one of the best women's matches I've seen this year, possibly the best one, honestly. The way it was being booked, like, you know, referee being knocked out, so it makes you feel like Ripley is not winning the match, so they played with your emotions, WWE played with the marks. By the way, speaking of marks, yes, this is a real life mark. Yes, he enjoyed himself. I talked to him, he enjoyed his time in NXT. Back to the match, she won the match. It was, I don't know, possibly the most unpredictable match because you never know who's gonna win, but I still thought that Baszler is going to retain. But Ripley won the title. What a way to close 2019. Well, they still have one show left. Probably a mistake, if I'm being honest. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Familia Dominic Papi. So what's this WWE return that I was talking about? Well, this is big. This is big. It's like Goldberg big, not no. It's more. No. Žinokit, žiauriai didelis sugrįžimas. It's so big, I forgot how to talk in English. Jo. Tai žodžiu, į WWE pareina legenda pats stipriausias WWE kovotojas pasaulyje. Yes, it's Jinder Mahal. My man teased a WWE return. Royal Rumble 2020? Primo? Jinder? Who main events WrestleMania? Thank you for... I'm just gonna go mark out right here in the corner. Yeah, thank you for watching the video. Primo and Jinder Mahal. Oh my god, you guys.